deep. He went past hell.
I guess
He went past stages. Where are you going? You're home now.
Annie, are you okay? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Annie? Yeah. We in here. We in here. We in here. We in here. Oh, so yeah, we back. We back. We back. Um, yeah. We've been doing terrible on donations this past 2 to 3 weeks. So maybe I should lower the live stream goal one more time. No, I don't think I should lower it more than $10 for a 2 hour stream. So we'll do $10 tonight. If you want me to stay on for 2 hours, fuck it. I'm gonna stay at 15. We already lowered it from 25. So yeah, if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, we're looking to meet a $15 live stream goal, preferably Cash App, PayPal, or Streamlabs. Those are all at the top of the chat. Because YouTube take 30% off the top and make me wait 30 days to get it. But since 70% of something is better than 100% of nothing, I'll take super chat and super stickers as well. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Hit the like button, hit the like button. We are here to record some content for the new channel, Dating Dysfunctions. That's where all videos will resume after about a month. Actually, about 3 weeks. 3 more weeks on this channel. And then we'll be going over here. Let me drop this link in the chat. Follow the new channel, Dating Dysfunctions. We're going to go over some snow bunnies first. I'm trying to do original snow bunnies. I'm not trying to steal from any other content creators, even though technically they're stealing from somebody's TikTok. But I don't want to steal from them, stealing from the TikToks. So I'll steal my own TikToks and react to them. So the goal is, let's see. I think I want to make 8-minute videos, but let's do 6 snow bunnies and 6 chocolate bunnies. I'm trying to think, am I forgetting anything else? No, I'm not. Shoot.
Dating older guys is fun until you realize why they're single at that age. All right. At first, it feels like an upgrade. He's got a real job. He knows about wine. He doesn't live with 3 roommates who play Xbox until 4 a.m. Fine. You're thinking, finally a man. But then 3 weeks in, you start connecting the dots. All right. He's not single because he's mysterious.
I mean, you can come over and bring your P5 if you want to. You could get up to
Dating older guys.
So I have a question for men.
Dating older.
I mean, you can come over.
Literally ran out of TikToks. Okay. Let's see. What do I search? Dating in your 20s?
I want y'all to genuinely tell me if I am being dramatic.
Unless you were one of the lucky ones who met the love of your life in high school, I'm convinced that all of us that are still single.
What this will do. So do me a favor, y'all. We're looking for 6 1-minute TikToks of snow bunnies. So can somebody keep track of how many we do or where we're at on this journey of going through 6 TikToks? Hold on. Let me pull up the stream on my phone and we're about to get started. Only 3 people watching, that's what's up. This channel is over anyway. All right, what we looking like on Rumble? 2 people on Rumble, that's what's up. All right, let's do it.
I want y'all.
Unless you were one of the lucky ones who met the love of your life in high school, I'm convinced that all of us that are still single and dating.
I want.
Unless you were one of the lucky ones who met the love of your life in high school, I'm convinced that all of us that are still single and dating right now are going to date the following 3 types of men at least once in our life. The first man will tell you, oh, baby, I love you so much. I want to spend all this time with you. Like, I miss you so much when you're not around. But he'll never actually make an effort to hang out with you. He has time to hang out with his guy friends every single day, but can only spare 1 day a week to hang out with you. He's the guy that you usually date in your earlier years before you know better. The second guy is someone who has a lot of qualities that you love. You see great potential. He treats you well. He's a gentleman. You like everything about him, but you don't actually like him. Something is missing. The chemistry is missing. Some sort of spark is missing. Mentally, your brain is like, I should be madly in love with him, but I'm not. This guy, you just gotta let go. I won't lie. Third guy hurts the most. This is the man who you, more than anything, wanted it to work out. This is the guy that you will think about forever as what if. What if he was the one? Cue The One by Taylor Swift. That's the guy that I'm talking about. You really became a person that would do anything for him, and he still didn't want you. It hurts so bad because I literally went through this last year. I feel like those are the 3 tropes of men that most women have dated. And they've truly been learning events for all of us. Unless you
Okay. I'm so happy to break this one down. The first one is the bad boy Chad who doesn't have time for her. But notice she really was into him because, of course, he's the bad boy avoidant, right? The second guy is the guy who's perfect in every way, but he's basically spineless, too much of a nice guy. He's too into her, acts like he's too into her, and that repulses women. So, of course, kick the nice guy to the curb. That was the advice she gave you. And then the third one was the bad boy Chad or Tyrone who actually did make time for her. And that's the one she's going to always remember. Keep that in mind, fellas. So, whoever ends up marrying this woman, I hope you find this TikTok. That's the guy who she's still thinking about in your current marriage with her. Diabolical game. It's the evil world we live in.
If you have lost all faith in the male species, as have I, just know there's still good men out there. I have been on 3 dates with this guy. The 3rd date, he reached in the back seat, brought me these flowers, picked me up, dropped me home, made a backup reservation the same night, just in case I got cold at the first restaurant. We were supposed to get matcha the next morning. I couldn't go because I had work. He sent me the matcha to my house instead. Our 4th date is tonight. I'm about to go on it. This is what I'm wearing. He is taking me flying on a plane. He's flying the plane. He's a pilot as his hobby. So sick. Really sick. And he told me he doesn't date for fun. He dates to marry. And that's what I do as well. So if you're looking for a good guy, just know they're out there. My neighbor, she's I think 65, and she said you have to kiss 1,000,000 frogs before you find the prince. And I think I've kissed many frogs, and the prince is really treating me like a princess, so.
Okay, let's I don't even know where to begin. Okay, let's start here. She said something about, oh yeah, he said he's dating to marry. Oh, I date to marry too, but I kissed so many frogs. Well, guess what? You weren't dating to marry then. Because good girls pick good guys and it usually works out. So you're not a good girl. You were picking bad guys, aka kissing a lot of frogs. And you're still talking about some fairy tale stuff. I hate to break it to you, hun. Life's not a fairy tale. And you're singing this guy's praises. That's fine. But let's hold off a bit. You know? Didn't you say this was the second or third date or something? Yeah, slow your roll. Holler at me in 10 years.
On it, this is what I'm wearing. I couldn't go because I had work. He sent me the matcha to my house instead. Our 4th date is tonight. I'm about to go on it. This is what I'm wearing.
I'm gonna be real. Dating
I remember. Can someone tell me why it still hurts even when you're getting back into dating and you feel more mature and you end things with someone after a couple of dates, and I've been on 3 dates recently, 3 dates with 3 different guys, but I've gone on second dates with all of them, second or third dates, and I ended it with one guy, the other guy ended it with me, but I was gonna end it with him anyway, so that was mutual. And this other guy, you just can tell he doesn't feel it, and I thought that because I'm more mature and because it's mutual, or because I'm making the decision, that it would be less hard and I would be less sad because it's early on and stuff. But I think when it's just stacked on top of each other, it adds up. Why am I crying? Does anybody else feel this way? Even just when you feel like you're mostly healed and you're going back into dating, why does it still fucking hurt? I hate it out here.
Yeah. I'm sure all the different guys you're dating is saying the same thing. I'm sure all the different guys you're dating are saying the same thing. They hate it out here because of women like you. That's why they hate it out here. I mean, clearly this woman is an emotional wreck. And when a woman has to heal already in her 20s, like you have that much damage just in your 20s, fellas, just please stay away for your sake. I hope she heals permanently, but I hope she heals in a way where she can leave men alone indefinitely. But yeah, crying on the internet, it's never a good decision. Just some friendly advice. What y'all think about this one? Leave a comment below. Was I too harsh on her? Is she a butterfly in the wind? And I just didn't read it right?
Tell me you've been humbled by a guy without telling me you've been humbled. I'll go first. Tell me you've been humbled by a guy without telling me you've been humbled. I'll go first. So, me and this guy were dating, not for very long, and you'll know why after this story. So, me and this guy were having this conversation. I don't even remember what it was about, but maybe getting to know each other. I don't know, because then he, was, I guess, telling me what he kind of like looks for in women or whatever. But then he tells me, oh yeah, I only date like ugly women. Well, and that like he didn't date women that were like 10s or like, even remotely kind of pretty. And, I'm not a 10, but I'm like a solid 6, solid 7 with my personality. But that right there is my dating life summed up. Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah. So, first off, she has really wrinkly eyelids. That's a random thought. So, I mean, I guess that was an insult because he said he doesn't date pretty girls and he's dating you. Look, I'm glad you were humble. We need more humbled women on the dating market these days. But I will say this, there is something to that. Fellas, 8s, 9s, and 10s aren't worth the trouble. 5s and 6s are where it's at. So, bro was on to something. I totally concur with this theory. Let me know what you guys think below. Is she a 6? Is she a 7? It's funny how she said something about personality. Come on, we know personality doesn't come into play when talking about looks. I like how she tried to throw that in there, though. I think this is TikTok number 5. Is anybody keeping track? I need the wrenches to hold me down. What snow bunny are we on? Was that number 5? Okay, let's just do 2 more for good measure.
Here's some dating advice.
Last 2 guys I was talking to were from Hinge, and they both like.
I will count this one as the last one because it's 2 minutes, so this should put me in the clear for content. Yeah, from now on, I don't know. I definitely want 6 to 8 minutes. So maybe I'll start doing, we'll do, because if I do 6 TikToks and I do like even 20 seconds of commentary, 6 minutes, 20 seconds times 6. Yeah. I don't know. We'll start out at 6. We'll see how the channel is performing. We'll work our way up to 8 minutes. So X says 4, Lauren says 5. I'm leaning towards we did 5 already. I don't know. How sure are you that we're on 5, Lauren?
Here's some dating.
Last 2 guys I was talking to were from Hinge, and they both lied about their height on the dating app. They both said that they were either 5'9" or 5'8", and when I met them in person, they were, if not the same height as me. I'm 5'7", and then the other guy was actually shorter than me. And so I decided to change one of my prompts and use the one that says, recently I discovered that, and I put, recently I discovered that men are lying about their height on this app. Well, this guy sent me a like this morning, and he was like, I need to hear the stories about the guys that are lying about their height. I was like, yeah, I met them in person, and they were just obviously not 5'9" or even 5'8". And he was like, well, I can assure you that I'm 6'1", and I was like, I'll believe it whenever I see it. And so he was like, do you want to go on a coffee date? And I was like, sure, like, why not? That's actually one of my prompts too, is do you want to go for brunch or coffee? And so I'm actually about to meet him here in 10 minutes, and so many men get butthurt over like their height, and I'm so tempted to just like I actually have a measuring tape measure. Like, wouldn't it be funny if like I pull up to the coffee shop and I like tape measure just to make sure he's actually 6'1". But I don't think he would say anything about the height comment if he actually wasn't 6'1". The thing about me though is like, if it's past like 5'9", like I don't know what height you really are, but around like 5'9" and 5'8", I know like what that should look like. But past that, I'm like, you're tall, period, king. I was tempted to change my Hinge to, recently discovered that men are lying about this height. Men are lying about their height on this app. Like, if you're a short king, just say that. But I think that might be pushing it. But I'll let you guys know if he's lying about his height. So, yeah. This is kind of like a spur of the moment coffee date, but it's all Gucci.
It's all Gucci, y'all. It's all Gucci. Don't you love wholesome looking vanilla girls that use rapper slang? So, ma'am, well, I guess I shouldn't call you ma'am. You're not that old yet. But TikTok. Look, she's cute enough and doesn't seem like she has a crappy personality. Well, compared to the other chicks on TikTok. So there's no reason why she shouldn't already be coupled up. So the fact that a chick who looks like this, who seem fairly bearable to be around, is still single after going on multiple dates, and this is just probably this year, that says everything we need to know. But all right, I think that's I think let's count them down. That was one. They all were in a row, so let's count them down. One, we did.
Here's some.
Two, three.
I remember.
I'm gonna be real.
If you have lost
Four.
all
Maybe we really were on 4.
Unless you were one of the lucky
No, I
ones
did that
who
5.
met the.
This is what you're the most beautiful.
Oh, that
Okay,
was
I-
only 5? That's crazy. Well, 5, 6 minutes. We should be good. One more for good measure. Fuck it. Oh gosh. All right, let's do that one.
I'm gonna try to make this short, but
Y'all want to know what it's like dating a man in Atlanta? I had a guy ask me what my favorite animal was, and I told him a stingray. He was like, that's not an animal. That's a fish. What? He was like, yeah, that's not an animal. So I went on to ask him what his favorite animal was. He goes, a hawk. I jokingly was like, that's not an animal, that's a bird. And he was like, yeah, no. Animals are on land. When they're in the water, they're like a type of fish species. Huh? Y'all want to know what it's like dating a man in Atlanta? I had a
Okay, well, look, I'll put it like this. I don't know who's more mentally goofy. Him for saying that, or you for making a TikTok about it. Or you for getting that really bad tattoo on your shoulder. So I'll just put it like this. Let's let him slide, sis. Let's let him slide. Oh my gosh. Can't believe that was only 5. All right, we're gonna call that That's enough content. That got to be at least 6 minutes of content, right, guys? All right, we're moving on. Okay, I'm back. I had a weird pain on my side. I don't know what it was, but it was weird. Hope nothing spontaneously burst. I'm back. Um, just continue. I don't think I'm internally bleeding. Let's see.
Dating in your 20s is fun because when you're young, like when you're 20 and you're just starting out, I don't know who the fuck need.
Fully aware that I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but
Skin dark.
What is one thing?
This is why you
Dating in your 50s as a black woman.
And I promise you, I'm really so done fucking dating people. Like, I got dressed to go on a fucking date that this motherfucker done planned since last week. And you telling me today out of all days, now you got something to do at work. Bitch, you're a and I promise you, I'm really so done fucking dating people. Like, I got dressed to go.
Y'all not hearing any sound? Am I missing something? Or y'all not hearing anything?
And I promise you, I'm really so done fucking dating people. Like, I got dressed to. And I promise you, I'm really so done fucking dating people. Like, I got dressed to go on a fucking date that this motherfucker done planned since last week. And you telling me today out of all days, now you got something to do at work. Bitch, you're a fucking weirdo. And this is exactly why I don't date. I definitely don't date people on the internet. And I gave this motherfucker a chance. I don't know him, met him off the internet, and you played yourself. Because I'm not too big on giving people chances. And this is the second chance I gave you. I'm good, boo. Continue on. I look good. I'm going to go and get me some lunch. Maybe get me a lychee martini. And yeah, fuck him. I'm really so mad. If y'all can't tell, like, I'm really so mad. And I promise you, I'm really so.
Okay, well, let's see. I take it that she really liked him, and that's why she's so triggered. Hey, it's rough out there on the dating market. Maybe he found somebody better. You know what I mean? But the fact that you curse like a sailor can't be helping you on the dating market. And the big ridiculous glasses aren't helping either. And the fact that you're so goofy that you would try to record a TikTok while driving. Just to name a few things.
What's going on, everybody?
So I just went to brunch with a couple of my homegirls after church, and there were 5 of us. 4 of us were black, 1 was white. And the 4 of us black girls were single, and the white girl is in a happy, healthy, thriving relationship. Her partner is Hispanic, and they have been dating for a few months now, but like the normal progression: met, hit it off, went on a few dates, got in a relationship, long distance right now, meeting parents soon. Like the normal. Okay, no gray, no limbo, no nothing like that. And then me and all my black homegirls are talking about our relationship status, and all of us are single, for sure. All of us are like actively dating, some more active than others, but nonetheless single. But then we're kind of telling the stories of like the guys that we're talking to or have gone on recent dates with, and like these struggle stories are insane. And for reference, we're all in between 27 and 29, maybe 30. Why is this the commonality with me and all my black girls?
I can help you out. It's because it seems like chocolate girls don't prioritize relationships when they're young. I'm sure this very woman right here passed up on 3 or 4 husbands to focus on career, to do hot girl summer, while, your vanilla friend probably did prioritize relationships. And I'm willing to bet that your vanilla friend didn't prioritize he got to make a certain amount of money, or he got to be able to, put in that work in the club if some dude grabbed my arm. Standards like that. I mean, I'm sure she would want him to, but you know what I mean. He didn't have to be a thug, a tough thug, to get her number or have extraordinary swag. Look, just a few things that popped up in my mind. Yeah, let's do one more chocolate bunny here, and then I got some others that I wanted to go over from another video.
Yes, dating black men is a hard thing to do. I saw a creator on here, she was like, she's no longer dating black men. She's done with them. They don't take care of their kids. They lack ambition. They're not financially mature. They lack emotional intelligence, all these things, right? But the thing for me in my past experience that makes it harder to date black men is not that, you know, I know a lot of great dads. I know a lot of black men that are financially stable. It's not that. It's just that as a black woman who dates black men, sometimes it's so hard because you see the potential that they have that they're not using. That's what it is. A lot of times I fell victim to like, you would be such a great guy if you put in the work, if you heal those past traumas, if you do pour into, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not coming from a place of like, because I've been there before where I'm like, yo, is it easier if I date outside my race? Because not all, some of these black men, they'll put you through the ringer. They're going to drag you through the mud. And I think it's because we see the potential in them, but sometimes they're not ready to tap into their own potential. And when
Look. I don't want to hear any further. It didn't have anything to do with potential. It had everything to do with looks, height, and good D. Oh, why didn't you see potential in the corny dude who just wanted to love you and he was in school and he was going to be something and he was showing signs of being something and putting in the work? Look, I don't want to hear it. I call cap. You have a type, man. You have a type. That's what it is. And I think a lot of chocolate women overestimate how many vanilla men are looking to build lives with chocolate women. Let me know what y'all think below. So we're gonna do this last video unless we get some donations in. Then I'll stay on longer and do some Kendra G's. Other than that, I'm gonna get off after this video. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat, or super chat, super sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Everybody hit the like button. Yeah.
Was with just getting home from a happy hour in the West Loop, and every single black just getting home from a happy hour in the West Loop, and every single black man we saw tonight, we saw like 10 plus men. Every single last one of them was with a non-black woman, like every single one. And I wasn't gonna bring it up until we got to the second bar, and my friend who I'm with, black man from Atlanta, he was like, what is going on? Like, where are we? And I was like, we're in the West Loop. We're in Chicago. And I'm not even gonna hold you. It's been a bit jarring seeing this, especially after I have been traveling as extensively as I have, like been living in Hawaii for half the year, traveled throughout Africa, have lived throughout Latin America. And you see like black women being like celebrated and with other black men, whatever, in other countries. But it always blows my mind, like coming back to Chicago and not seeing that like often. And obviously,
Yeah. I usually don't stop it before it's done, but I gotta say, you've been all around the world. You're clearly over 30. Why has nothing stuck with you? You've been around all these different type of men. If they celebrate black women in other countries, why didn't you find a black man to celebrate you in one of those other countries? Yo, look, never mind. Let's continue.
Mind like coming back to Chicago and not seeing that like often. And obviously, I know this is not all black men in Chicago, especially because I don't live here anymore. I'm staying with family out on the south side because I'm traveling like 90% of the year. So I didn't sign a lease. So down here, like I see black men and black women couplings. I get black men who approach me here. But I used to live in Gold Coast and River North for like my 4+ years in Chicago. Never really saw that up north. And it was a bit shocking to like be back in that environment and just seeing the complete opposite at such a high scale too. Like it was really weird to go out and the only couplings I saw with black people were black men with white women. All the black women were literally out with the girls by themselves and baddies, like straight tens. And I was just like, I feel like I'm back in Oklahoma. But I don't know, tonight it just felt really weird. Like I've grown up in environments, like Oklahoma is very much weird down there. Like the black men down there, most of them are not checking for black women. But to be in Chicago, I thought it would be different. And when I first moved here, like you would see it, but not as often. But like who you like, whatever, I'm not trying to cause that discourse, but tonight the vibes are just kind of weird too. Like there was a couple that was seated at our little cocktail table because there was no seating. And even the guy, he just was like looking at me all crazy. And I was like, I don't care. Like, please stop looking at me. Like, I love that you don't like black women. I love that for you. But it's like the stares you get as well. Like, I don't know. Again,
I don't know why women.
Okay. Couple things I wanted to say. You notice she says she's traveling 90% of the year, yada yada yada. She probably focuses on career. She's the type that catches flights, not feelings. You know? So maybe she need to focus on why she can't attract and keep a man and not focus on the random men she didn't know out at the bar. Just the idea.
And think that they are the main character all the time. Like somebody is always looking at them. Just don't care. I think that this is a woman.
every single black man we saw tonight. Like, I was just like, where are we?
For the second time in 3 weeks, a black man who I am a colleague to has sent me a joke about how soft and nurturing and coddling white women are and how mean and harsh black women are in relationships. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a white woman, don't participate in that. It's not funny. They're testing to see what you're going to do, what you're going to say. It is absolutely disgusting that they even think that it's okay to send me that. And it's offensive to me that they believe I'm going to laugh at the expense of black women. There's nothing funny about it. There are plenty of things that we can joke about, plenty of people that we can poke fun of. The last people who need to be the center of a joke are black women. And
No, I'll say this. I'll say this. Your virtue signaling is making me sick to my stomach. Yeah, I get it. You're such a great advocate for chocolate women. Look, I can assure you that most chocolate women in America don't give a flying fuck about you. And they're not doing TikToks advocating for you. I promise. But yeah, I agree. It's weird that these, chocolate men are sending this random vanilla woman colleague, memes and TikToks and stuff bashing chocolate women. It is weirdo behavior. I'll give her that.
are black women. And additionally, this is a pattern I've seen over years of black men married to black women who form a friendship with white women, myself, and then start finding a way to put black women down to get into the good graces of me. And that tells me everything I need to know about you as a man, you as a husband, you as your character, and not someone I want to be around. Because
Fair enough. Fair enough. And that is pretty lame. Why are they even texting some other woman? But yeah, they just want to get in those vanilla cheeks. And maybe this TikTok in itself is a subtle flex that I got all y'all black husbands in my inbox. I don't know. Y'all let me know below.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go to work, do your job, and go home. Stop having all of these super personal relationships with everybody, especially with married guys.
and the last thing I'm going to do is get involved in your fury.
I think black women are the most disrespected woman on the planet. I think black women are so looked down upon when it comes to men. For some reason, you know, men just really don't feel black women are worthy of being treated like a real queen. They don't. You know, I just feel that black men, to a certain degree, especially when it comes to quality men, they're embarrassed by the black woman.
Yeah. I actually think you're right. I think you're 100% right. A lot of black men do feel embarrassed by B-dubs. And rightfully so, because we can all see them doing embarrassing things everywhere we see them. Not all, but I got to be honest, it does seem like most. And she says, you know, chocolate women are the most disrespected. Specifically, she's talking about American chocolate women. And I think most people can agree, based on personal experience, that they're the most disrespectful. So it all kind of lines up. I would expect the most disrespectful to be the most disrespected. But y'all let me know if I'm tripping below.
They're embarrassed by the black woman. Yeah, I really believe that. And I believe all of this stems from the behavior that black women display, the mindset, the dysfunctional upbringing, the baggage, the multiple baby daddies. It's just a lot that I feel that men are just not willing to tolerate when it comes to the black woman, okay? It's so sad because these men, they don't even see you guys worthy of taking you guys on just a lunch date. They don't even see you guys worthy of marriage. They don't even see you guys worthy of settling down with. You understand? They literally put you guys in situationships, impregnate you guys only to leave you, you know? But they don't see you guys worthy of really, really settling down with, starting a family, being married to. They don't see that. They don't.
Well, here's the question. Here's my question. Do most black women care enough to do something about it, to change the things that it seems like most black women to change the things that it seems like most black men have a problem with? Do they care that much to actually change? So most black men can feel differently about them? I'm not going to answer that question. I'll leave that up to y'all to answer.
Family, being married to, they don't see that. They don't see that when it comes to the black woman, you know? You guys have no idea how many times I've had to
Yeah, I could do without the music in the background, but I get what she's saying.
intervene and let men know what you see on social media is not a reflection of all black women. And yes, they agree, but to them, the ratchetness is on such full display, they are embarrassed by it. You understand? They're embarrassed. And as a result, the behavior that many of you all demonstrate has really come against you all.
Yeah, she's right to an extent. I don't agree with the fact that you could just go and impregnate somebody and just keep it moving. I don't think that that's a person that's of high caliber that looks to impregnate somebody and keep it moving. But we're not in, let me speak for myself.
All right, I'm hoping that was at least 6 to 8 minutes of content. All right, I'm out. How long we been on? Oh, it's been an hour. What a shocker. All right, I'll catch y'all maybe tomorrow morning. We'll have the freedom to just kick it since I made the content for the channel for tomorrow. Yeah. Join the new channel, Dating Dysfunctions. I'm about to put the link in the chat. Dating Dysfunctions. Join the new channel. I just put it in the live chat. Then I'm about to put it over on Rumble. Who watching on Rumble? 3 people watching on Rumble. All right, Rumbleites. I'm putting the new YouTube channel in the chat. I don't even know what to say as my closing anymore since we